welcome to 777 News. I'm your host, Gary. Y'all had a wonderful weekend. It's a great Monday. Great for me before, hopefully great for you. Definitely a great Monday for me. As you have noticed, around the TikToky streets, some things have changed for some people and some things have not. For us in this news broadcast station, I want to say make sure that we are elevating and make sure that we do not get caught in miscellaneous bullshit. Let's talk about that. That is BS, making drama in-house. All right, covering the first subject is making drama in-house. I really, and hit dog a holla. I really want to touch first on this. Hold on, I got a phone call. 1 second. Well, even better news. Damn it. If I spoke to you earlier, um, if I spoke to you, and you know who you are, you don't have to say anything in the chat. Good news. Good news. Good news. Good news. It's definitely good. Let me have a caller up. Calling 777 News Radio. We have CJ coming in with our first caller today.
Dang, I wanted to be on there while you were muted.
Didn't have any extra sound coming through. Couldn't have any extra sound coming through.
I'm tickled you got good news, though.
Yeah.
Are you going to share?
No.
Don't bring it up for the love of
I've been doing a
peaches.
good job, right? I've been doing a good job.
You have been. I'm proud of you.
I've been doing a good job adulting. Hey, now.
So are we going to continue on this adulting spree?
Oh, yeah.
Comment cousins, you heard that. We have to continue.
Operating like Howard Stern. Got my own Deputy Pat lady out here.
Come on, you could have picked somebody else.
Business as usual. Yeah, we got stuff to cover and doesn't include anything. We don't do any extra unnecessary talking. Remember, this is a news station. If it's not covered, that means it's not coverable.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Hi, Queen.
Hey, so first and foremost, hi, common cousins. I missed you guys. I have been sitting in the bushes all weekend, minding my own business. However, I've had a lot of fun this weekend because I have gained over 1,000 new blue Democratic friends on my page over a stupid CapCut video that got 1 million views. Okay.
Hey, that's awesome.
And also, good news is President Donald Trump. He got a taste of his own medicine by that baddie who's running Mexico right now because he has paused the tariffs for Mexico for the next month in exchange for 10,000 of their troops to go to the border. I don't know how much it's going to make any difference because he asked for 15,000 the last time he ran, or he was running the country. But whatever, she's a baddie. She got him to back down a little bit with that. I don't know about Canada. However, Canada, if you're listening, I have a brilliant idea. I love those who may be affected, and I'm sorry. But if they are going to get petty and they're going to turn off the electricity at any point, I'm just saying there's a special day happening Sunday this weekend. Wouldn't that just piss off a lot of Americans if Canada was petty enough to shut electricity down on Sunday? Just saying. I'm just saying. Okay?
I know. I mean, I'm not against it. I mean, I like the resistance that's going on right now.
However, there is another idea, okay, for Sunday, or not even for Sunday, just for electricity pettiness, is that there's a viral video going on right now where the gentleman said, instead of just shutting it completely off, let's just flicker the power on and off throughout the day so people have to reset their clocks every few hours. That way
I was
they
going to
don't
come up and say
power.
that. I saw the video and I was going to come up and say, there's a guy who had a better idea about it.
Right. I mean, we could be petty, but they could do it on Sunday too. So people don't lose like all their groceries and stuff because the power's completely off. But they could totally flicker it on and off every 45 minutes and disrupt the event.
They should start it on Sunday. And, randomly later on.
I couldn't imagine. I'm just thinking like the riots in the streets. Also, one more thing, totally off topic. If you go to Netflix, there's a really good documentary about the O.J. Simpson stuff from back in the day. I know we already know about the O.J. Simpson stuff, but it really does go into good detail in like 4 or 5 episodes. Very good. If you guys like true crime and want to get into something like that. All right, love you guys.
I'm also hopping down.
Okay.
I would just like prayers sent to me that I'm finally back and I have to go back to reality. I'm very good at vacationing, and thoughts and prayers that I actually have to go back to real life. It's going to be a hard one.
How was the vacation and where did you go? I'm actually planning one myself. Where did you
So
go?
badass. So badass. Okay, so we went to Montreal to start. We actually drove to Canada because it was only 6 hours. The dollar was still up 42 cents on their dollar. So it was great for us. We had a really good, less expensive trip because our dollar was up. And then we popped over to Mont Tremblant, which is a ski resort. It's like literally like a Swiss Alps village in Mont Tremblant. And we did that for 4 days, 4 nights and 5 days. And we went snow dog sledding.
Oh, wow.
We went sleigh riding with these. I don't remember the name of the horses, so I apologize. They're kind of like the Budweisers, but they're like they can pull 6,000 weight by themselves.
Wow.
So that was really awesome. We did that through the Canadian Country Sky. The dog sledding was wild. I thought Eric and I were getting put in
Oh, citadels? Bing?
Clydesdales. No, but you know the funny. So Belgians, yes,
Belgian.
Sis News got it. They're Belgian. They're the Belgian ones. They weren't actually Clydesdales. So those things were beasts, and they were really friendly. Like you could pet them. I didn't know the dog sledding, so we got there, and I was like, "Oh, babe, here we've got this set. We're gonna sit in these dog sleds, and the guides are gonna take us around." Oh no, we had to drive the dogs. We had to drive them. So Eric's like, your knee's not. I had a total knee replacement because I played soccer. So I had to. Eric's like, there's no way. So the guide was like, okay, Eric will just drive, and like you can like be the one in the. So I sat cozy in the thing while he was driving. Like this thing was for no joke. Like you actually had to take it really seriously. Like you had to know to like go fast, go slow. Like we definitely almost tipped a couple times. Our middle dog, his name was like Zeus, I think. So the things that we found out are the front ones are the smart ones. They're the ones that keep you like going on the appropriate thing. The guy in the middle, he's the alpha that will go to war. But the alpha, of course, the alpha guy that we got, he goes to war with the whole damn pack with like 60 of them. Like he is the El Jefe de like dog sled.
Yeah.
So like if the other guys yes, Belgian drought horses, that's exactly what they were. They were Belgian drought horses. Thank you for putting all three pieces of the horsing together. So our middle guy was just having a pissing contest with Eric as far as like who was going to be the alpha male of driving this thing. And then the two rear dogs are just like your thoroughs. They just like can go as fast and hard as they can. Like they were amazing. So that would say the highlight of the trip. And then just skiing was just amazing. Like if you're not a great skier, but you like to ski, slow and steady, you're going down like you're honestly like driving like grandma's back road. There's no like steep grades. They're like slow. But I mean, you can always go blues and blacks and black diamonds and like all the other. No, that's not me. I like the really long greens where I'm like hanging out. It's like a highway, like doing whatever. But yeah, it was awesome. Meals were fantastic. Everything was great.
Nope. I'm going somewhere warm. I've been to Lake Tahoe before, and yeah, I'm cool on the cold. I'm glad you enjoyed it, though. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I couldn't have asked anymore. Like really, we extended it by like we kept extending. We were only supposed to be there 4 to 5 days, and then we ended up doing 7 nights, 8 days. Because then we were like, okay, well, let's stop back in Montreal because it was so much fun. And then we're like, oh, let's stop in Saratoga Springs because that was a really good time. So like we just finally got back last night. But I would highly recommend it. I think our next one is going to be in like February or March. I think we're going to go to Jamaica.
Okay.
I don't know where you're going, Warm, but
somewhere warm. I might take a picture. I might take a picture and green screen it. You know, I wish I could have the freedom of telling my vacations like you can, but I don't have that luxury. I don't have the luxury, but definitely will be getting on a flight probably in March or April. But yeah, I don't have the luxury of telling my whereabouts.
I'm just a jerk and an asshole, and I'm like, well, it's just my life. Either you like it or you don't, and whatever. Like that one lady already said something, so I'm like, whatever. I don't care. Like,
there's always someone trying to ruin things for me, so I can't tell anything.
Well, that's fine. I will just hope that you have the most amazing time. I'm sure you and your family will love it, and you'll get a mental and physical break that you deserve, and just have fun. Like that's the biggest thing, is just go and make the best of it. We all work really hard, so we all need a break, and we all need to go do fun things. So
Agree. Agree. I definitely agree. 100%.
I'm
100%
going
agree.
back to the
Hun-
computer now so I can
Definitely
sleep.
going somewhere where the dollar is 10 times the amount, as long as it doesn't fall. As long as these federal workers uh, keep holding out.
And we just got home, and of course now it's 68 cents, so it could have been even more affordable, but we'll see. Like I said, everybody just needs to breathe about the first 120 days. Give it the 100 days. Just breathe. Let the dust settle. Let it
40 more
all
days. 40
settle.
something more days. 40 something more
That's it.
days. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all we got. 40 something more days.
that's
See what
it.
this
Just
thing turns into.
nobody has to get stressed over it. Everything will fall into place the way it is. In the meantime, don't get too like one way or the other about things. The dust will settle.
Agree. Agree.
All right, I'll stop
Highly.
taking up your time.
You okay?
I'm back. It's so sad. So sad. Do you guys want to see one of the dogs? I don't have to waste your time doing it, but I could show you the dogs if you guys want, because they were really, really cute.
I'm doing slight coverage on. I'm doing some coverage on on your husband today. My respects go out to the loss that happened. My condolences go out to Awful One
Thank
Jeff.
you. But
For
I just want to apologize because I made a mess of myself by air. Sunday, I guess, whatever day it was, wasn't on the app, scrolling through, put on a live where I thought it was Retina. And apparently somebody had changed her name to Retina George. And I'd walked away. I was just listening, and then I was doing my paint by numbers on the iPad. And, I heard so and so talk, and then I looked at the chat, and there's Leather and Lace, and there's Bougie, and I'm like, oh, fuck. So I thought I was, because I didn't recognize all the names, so I thought I was in a live, and I don't know all Retina Hensley and Holly Mae's friends' names, so I came in saying, hello, everyone, and realizing I was in the wrong barnyard. So it was a honest, I fucked up mistake. It wasn't something intentional. It was my brain was not thinking. I just wanted to put background noise on and did not realize that somebody made somebody's name up. So to everybody, I just want you to know it wasn't intentional. I sit with the whatever the names you guys were using kind of people. It was a total, my head was not in the right spot, just saw Retina, wanted to put background noise on, and that's what happened. But once I realized where I was going off on two people in the chat, and then I left. So,
yes,
Shannon has Retina's name. Yes, I did not realize that until after the fact.
it's normal. It's
I just
normal.
want to put that on a bigger platform. I did it on Snarks this morning, but it was a total not in my head moment. Saw Retina, hopped in, realized I got in the wrong barnyard, and came out smelling like a sticky, dirty pig.
You're fine. You're fine.
I know, but I wanted to make it publicly because it was said to on a couple other platforms that I was fraternizing with the enemy and the disgusting type of people names they used. So I wanted to make my dirty laundry come clean on a public platform, that it was not me doing it to be bitter. It was just me in an effed up headspace looking for loud noise in the background I didn't have to focus on. So I thank you everybody for understanding and everybody for pointing out my malice if I did make a mistake so I could correct it, but this was not one of them. So, all right, I will back down and let you have fun with everybody else.
Yes. You're fine. You're fine once again. Appreciate the correction.
Okay, so just to clarify, this is one of the guys who likes to cover political updates outside of Aaron. His name is Dash Dabrowski, and they said that I gave misinformation about the Mexican tariffs. So here's his video.
So Donald Trump just folded to Mexico and has agreed to pause his tariff on Mexico after Mexico agreed to send 10,000 troops to the southern border. Now, we know Trump said he was imposing these tariffs for border security. However, take a look at this headline from 2019 under Donald Trump's first term, where he did the same thing and got Mexico to send 15,000 troops to the border, which apparently didn't secure the border because Donald Trump would proceed to complain about the border for the next 4 years. So to me, this is more political theater from Donald Trump, who created this entire problem that didn't exist, also that he could declare victory over it. And it also could be him responding to the backlash that he has received from his own voters, who are now waking up to the reality that their prices are going to go up for seemingly nothing in return. Make no mistake, this is not Mexico backing down. This is Donald Trump backing down.
And so there you go. Also, the stock market did crash for a while today about the tariffs, and it's slowly coming back up over the last few hours, but I just wanted to make that clear that that's where the information came from.
It's a sale. You got to buy. There's actually nothing I bought yet, so don't actually do that yet.
Same. I know they say it's a bear bull thing going on. I'm good right now.
It's not low enough. It's not until it really does a solid, and then you go after your Microsofts, your Apples, your
Google,
general,
yeah,
all those good ones. Because I remember Eric was saying today that it dropped. He remembers back in 08-10 that Microsoft dropped to $23, $5, and I was like, shit,
during the mortgage crisis. Yeah. Get ready for that. Just pay attention.
Steel hands right now, everybody. Steel hands. Do not sell. It will all come back up.
Be very still. Agreed.
Okay, I can let you get back to your news now. I'll just be in mourning over here wearing black as I'm back. So sad. That I have to work really hard and book my next one to look forward to. Little.
Which is fine.
Fine, and some of us reality. Off I go. Have fun.
Right. I have to cover today infighting. First, we'll also be covering price of goods, loss of family, and Canada and the not selling of liquor. First, I want to cover the infighting, the in drama, the inside ladies drama, the cry me a river. It's everyone's fault, and I will not listen to anyone else's opinion, and only mine is valid type joint. So I noticed a while ago, probably when I started this whole adulting business, that there is a lot on here of friend drama. When my friend tells me something, I go to bat for them. When my friend has a problem, I go to bat for them. Versus, let me take a back seat. Let me talk to my friend about this other perspective that they may have that may do better. And this is going to go over a lot of people's head. May do better trying to understand someone and have a conversation versus yelling at someone to get your point across, or doing more listening than talking. It's come to my attention. It's been come to my attention, but I have to say it out loud now. There needs to be more conversations had instead of the bickering. There is more bickering and upsetness than there is true conversations being had that could benefit both parties. How could it benefit having a conversation in public? One, this could benefit you because it'll get more people coming in to hear both sides. One. Two, it benefits you because now you have new viewers coming to see what this discussion is. It's not a debate, it's a discussion. And three, if both parties learn how to listen, both parties will learn something new. You then are validated in both parts of your argument while learning something new that you did not know. Lastly, number 4, this will do you more justice than harm because you gain a new audience. You gain new perspective. You gain new friends along the way. Your need to be defensive is causing this internal group against group type bullshit that I hate. It's the shit excuse me. I'm trying not to be petty. It's what I don't like when it comes to on a bigger scale when it comes to religion. I was out at the museum somewhere. I was at a museum this weekend, and I'll give you this perspective. I was out at a museum, and there was a Muslim. He was handing out Qurans, and anybody could have avoided him. Not had this conversation, but I engaged to get the Quran because I wanted the Quran, and just to have it doesn't mean I'm Muslim, but learning something new doesn't harm you at all. It doesn't take you away from your religion. It doesn't take you from who you with. It's just a perspective. It's just something to learn. It's something to put into your toolbox. It's something to add. So now let's take that into your friends group. It's not religion, but your friends group will pit each other against each other versus just, hey, I would actually take the L if I had a friends group. I would rather tell my friend, hell no, you're wrong and we shouldn't be fighting with them versus keep fighting their battle for them. I say hell no. Nah, hell no. Girl, you wrong. Hell no. Why we fighting them? Hell no. Girl, no. Let's go talk to them. Hell no. And if my friend was actually my friend that listened to me, and they'll be like, okay, I hear you. Let's go talk to them and let's have this conversation that I feel upset about. And I'm not talking about with the people we don't fuck with. I'm talking about, you intermingle. You intermingle. You'll see somebody live that's not your friend, but you associate with them, and you'll be in the comments with them, and we intermingling all over the place. We'll be over here while they live and be there, but then when it come down to it, we want to separate ourselves and be like, hell no, I don't fuck with that person, fuck that. And but still want to be intermingled with everybody and know what's going on. That leads me, before getting off this point, to the fact that once again, y'all spend too much motherfucking time on this damn app. You spend entirely too much fucking time on this app if people are getting you upset. If you aren't actually taking any action against anybody that's getting you upset, you spend way too much time on this motherfucker. And you need to take a motherfucking break. You need to take a big ass break, like choose a couple of days and decide what day you want to take a goddamn break and just look at TV or some shit, or go the fuck outside and smell some damn air, and don't even turn this motherfucker on. Because at the point where you are intermingling, arguing, and still going around these people, it means you got some shit going on that you are avoiding in your real life. sorry I'm laughing. I'm sorry I'm laughing. But you got some shit going on inside that you need to go work on before you come back to do the drama. Because the drama is fun, but what I do notice about some of the groups is they have the drama, they argue, and the shit's over and it's back to mingling. The minute you have not fully left the group, listen. To be done with the bullshit means you find a whole new motherfucking group. You go do tarot cards. You go do true crime with them folks. Them folks don't even fuck with us. Them folks don't even know about us. Go do some basket weaving. The book people fuck with us. The book people, the people that do books, they fuck with us. Hold up. We about to vote. I'm done with my point. It's time for a vote. Hold up. It's time for a vote. Yep, off the island. Hold on. I'm going to let the guests up after we do the vote. I love book talk. We're voting on Hair Junkies Exile. Total exile. Don't wanna deal with them. Or you do want to deal with them, or not. But today is vote day, official vote. So smile if they off the island. Cry if you want them to stay on the island. Oh, well, let me get a little music.
Okay. Now you caught me in my, like, when I was trying to sing, and I don't sing well. So, okay, great. Hi, Sarah.
There were several incidents that happened before the vote that I definitely was trying to hold off on. That vote. Um, but there were several inhumane incidents that happened, and one of them happened inside of this live with a comment by said individual that I will not be mentioning.
Probably best you don't mention it, actually. I think we can, like, figure it out on our own.
I actually like what Stacy just said. We could all be on that boat at any time. I think that's a very valid point.
Whoa. Megan,
Yes.
what did he say, sweetheart? What did he say? Because I
I
missed
don't
it.
know. I was actually coming. He was talking about the friends and like the Quran and stuff. And I just was coming to gossip because is anybody watching that whole Pakistan woman, the woman from New York?
Oh, her, yeah.
The lady from New York. She is currently in Pakistan demanding to make Pakistan great again. That she wanted $5,000 on the docket. Oh, please tell me you've seen this. And then 20,000, and then she wants 100,000. So then she and the guy can move to Dubai. I mean, I was dying on the car ride last home.
What?
Oh, here he's trying to show you something.
No, I'm looking.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that brought me to that. And I actually have to say, like, if you guys want really friendly places, Montreal, the whole reason why we went back to Montreal was because it was so ridiculously friendly, welcoming. People were willing to like tour us around because people like overheard Eric and I talking at different places. And they're like, oh, we'll take you here. Do you want to go to these clubs? Oh, here are the top 5 restaurants. Here's how you get, I cannot say enough phenomenal things. And neither Eric or I speak French. So I literally say no voulez-vous français. And I have to tell you, if you want a really warm, welcoming city that's walkable, absolutely do Montreal. And the other thing is to use Viator. We used Viator as some of our tours because some tours were sold out early. And Montreal. Sorry, I butchered it. I apologize. I can only imagine what you think when I say where I actually stayed on ski vacation. I was so afraid to talk because I'm like, I'm going to offend somebody with the way I pronounce it. Yeah, so I have to say, if anybody wants to go on a really welcoming place, it absolutely was. It was a clean city. It was an easily walkable city and like identifiable city. You found it?
Yeah, I got it now.
Okay.
And Ontario too, from what I hear, Ontario too. They're welcoming Americans left and right. Ontario is
turn off
too.
your comments. Petty, did you hear me? I think you have to turn off comments so we can see it.
I'm about to. I'm about
Yeah,
to.
they're kind of overlapping.
He's trying, I think.
But I will be at the March at the Capitol on the 5th of February. If I get rested, you know what? I've given directions for my animals and everything else. I will be at that march. I will be there. Oh, God. Child exploitation. What?
I can see both points of view, which I'll probably get crucified for saying, but I know how hard people work to come legally. I know the cost that they've endured. I know that the things. So I don't know what his intent was other than saying his best friend came legally and that he went through it. But again, that's not, I mean, it's very personal, people. So I can agree he was totally messy and he was like a merry-go-round of repeat.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wow. Really? Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's just.
It's time for me to reevaluate then, isn't it? It's time for me to reevaluate.
I thought you would have cut him off regarding like his last incoming when he couldn't stop saying that he chewed something off and he wouldn't stop saying it. And I was like,
So let me tell everyone what I said earlier to someone in private. I understand when there's ops. I actually, when that stuff was being said over and over, I know that stuff is not supposed to be said. because it can get your page down. And I was yeah. Everyone he was saying that, and especially when you had commented, stop repeating that. That's stuff that could take your page down. And I actually was gonna let let it happen, but I guess obviously this page has a little bit of protection, and it didn't happen. And yeah, I definitely was letting whoever he rides with, who's sending him on that mission, let them do that, so that way we could see if the page was gonna go down.
Was he having a manic moment, or was it just?
No, it sounds
You,
calculated based on what he
yeah,
just said.
Oh,
yeah,
really? Oh God. Oh no.
yeah. That day when he was saying that stuff, that's kind of stuff isn't supposed to be said. It's supposed to be very coded when you say stuff like bit and all that stuff.
Technically, I think I saw him around like random places too. Just saying.
Mhm.
Hi, Robert. I love you.
Hello. Patty,
Chicken.
I done had to go back and reactivate my whole damn account to come in here.
Why? I didn't even know you deactivated it.
Yeah, I had to deactivate for a little minute.
Oh.
When you said it perfectly earlier. When you feel yourself kind of sliding off the edge of the cliff, you gotta reach for your life vest, or your life rope real quick. And I just need to reach for mine for a little minute. Uh, Patty, what the hell are these people on this app doing? What the hell are they doing?
I'm saying, what the hell? What the heck is going on? I mean, by the way, Robert, I want a chick named after me, and my name is Robin, so I want a chick named after me.
We're
Or
gonna
I will
have
protest. I will protest. I will protest.
we're gonna have 45 come the 20th. So
Robert, there's your new seller idea for business. I know I'm always looking at making money, so don't make fun of me. You can literally send out certificates like name a star. You can name a chick. You can literally go in
Yeah.
your Word document, print it out, and say that chick number 5. Send a picture of it with a description of who the chick personality is, and send it to people.
Oh, that's a
um,
good idea, Robert. That's a good idea.
You can send it to like parents will give it to kids so they don't have to get their own chick. They could just buy one of Robert's from far away, and then you can like do slots every once in a while to have them come and peek at it. And you can make really good money. Just try not to like double down on your certificates. Make sure each one really does.
I
So
love that idea. I'm in Hawaii, Robert. So, can I have a chick named after me?
yeah, we are most definitely going to do some more chick namings, and Megan, that is a great idea. Um, Jerry's back here. I don't know why you coming at me. Um, and what who I voted for, or what I did, or what I do. But I don't do the politics talk. I don't involve myself in any of it.
Who else is marching on the 5th of February? Just
Hetty,
wondering.
the one we just voted off is supposedly in here on another name. Did you catch
Hmm.
that? I
Oh,
didn't. I didn't see it. Do you
I'll tell
think
you,
he needs a box?
I forget maybe it was Holly Mays this weekend, and they were talking about like languages or something. And I popped up not knowing it was about to be a war zone. And Smash caught, like, Smash was like, because CJ wasn't there, Smash was like, get back to the bushes, lady. I thought I was so funny. I popped in after dinner before we went out to a club. I giggled.
Kendra, I'll send you a message.
See that comment, even that comment's kind of crazy. I went live earlier talking about what happened in the live that I was in, and I think what made it odd to me was I was in a MAGA live, and it was a really hateful live, and I was trying to have a conversation with the host and try to tell her, yeah, hey, the reason why you're not getting a lot of engagement here is because you're letting a lot of hateful rhetoric be said. And I got up in the box to debate a woman, and the man that was in the box was saying really horrible things about women. and he would not stop, and it was ongoing and ongoing. And then when I looked down into the chat, there was Hair Junkie putting MAGA in the chat and clapping, and
No.
I was like, hold on, because are you doing that because that's your political stance and you just want to make it known? Or because I kind of felt like it was personal, only because he didn't know anybody else in the live. It wasn't my live. I was in a panel. And so when I saw it, I was taken aback. Like, how can you support all the horrible things that this man is saying about women?
Can I say something really fast? The characters are displaying their usual patterns. And multiple, if you watch this weekend, the multiple characters have been displaying their patterns. But I just wanted to put a PSA out that it is Monday and that we should all get up and stretch and take the pancake batter sweatshirt off and wash it. Maybe drink. I won't go as far as wash your ass, but maybe if you'd like. But a minute outside, take a breath, change that damn sweatshirt. You know.
I just wanted to step in and just say respectfully, if I do believe that someone reported the Hair Junkies in here on a backup, which Petty, you have the accounts now. Look, at the end of the day, let's put. I understand we are very passionate about politics, but there are a lot of people in here who did vote for Trump that do know how to be respectful and learn how to argue respectfully and stuff like that. But let's put the political stuff aside with Hair Junkie and just realize that Hair Junkie was sitting in boxes, kikiing it up with people that Petty is currently having to deal with in real life, doing adulting stuff, and that's the problem. And he's very aware that that is something that's compromisable. And Petty made it very clear that if you sit over there, that's fine, but he has to protect his peace and his platform. And so am I. So
Thank you for saying that, Queen. Thank you, because I guess what was being said was that I was trying to control Hair Junkie or say where he could be, and that's not what I was doing. What I was doing was saying that if that's how you feel, like in the MAGA live, and then the backup with you're sitting with Megan and Sassy, then I have every right to say that I do not support racism, bigotry, and hate. And I also can say that I can protect myself against those things by not associating with them, period.
Yes, it is more of a peace of mind thing. Hair Junkie, there's quite a few common cousins that witnessed you over there, and that's fine. Do your thing. If that is how you want to be neutral, that is fine. But if Petty feels like that is compromising his peace or his adulting in real life, dealing with real life situations from the app, then he has every right to block and just leave you out of it, and you can go do what you want to do. But that is the biggest issue, I think, is coming out from this weekend is getting screenshots of you sitting and kikiing in a box with those ladies, and that's fine. Do you?
Thank you, Queen. That was exactly what I was trying to decipher between. Thank you for saying it so
I mean,
eloquently.
I get it. Politics are hot and heavy. We all have our emotions. We all both sides, we side-eye each other, but we can still cooperate and still have a good time on this platform without that. But I'm just saying the lock and key for the reason why Petty blocked is for that reason, were the boxes he sat with.
Hey, Seasoned
I agree.
sorry.
I agree with Pet. I'm sorry, honey.
It's okay. Seasoned Well, ask her why she was in Indian Outlaws live this morning being sweet to him. Who? Are you asking me, Seasoned Well? Did you hear me be... First of all, if you can name one person that you've ever heard me be sweet to, I'll give you that. Second of all, if you heard me be sweet to Indian Outlaw, can you please post that? I mean, I was definitely in the live, but I definitely wasn't being sweet to anybody.
Indian Outlaw and Tech today. They were funny. I was like, oh my God, which area do I go to? It was so funny. And then he brought up his military service, which I was like, I know you don't have any. What the hell are you even talking about?
See, Philly
It was
will
just
tell you.
stupid.
Philly will tell you I wasn't being sweet. Like I wasn't. I mean, I mean, if you want to come into a live and start drama, pick something that people would actually fucking believe.
On both sides. On both sides. I mean, it was ridiculous. I mean, the fighting and going back and forth and all that stuff. And I'm screen recording you, and you're screen recording me, and da 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 da. You know what? And none of it made sense. None of it made sense at all, because it was just like a bunch of blabbering, blah 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 blah. Is all I heard.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm guessing you thought I was being sweet because I wasn't yelling or I wasn't being passionate about something. I'm guessing that's why you thought I was being sweet, but that's not the case.
Honey, I've never seen you be sweet. I've seen you state facts with receipts. So, yeah, no. Do I think you were being sweet? No. That's not your nature to be sweet. Your nature is to like state facts.
Actually, my nature is to be sweet, just not on the internet. Hey, Petty, I do have. I don't know if you read my IG, but I really do have like a positive story to bring to you all, and you might need it at the end of this. I'm thinking so.
Robert, what are you going to charge for your chick certificates while we're waiting?
The deported guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, listen, I went into it a little bit. I was hoping that, oh God, we're getting a strike.
Aja.
Hello, Solo.
Hello.
Hi.
Good evening from my place.
Where's your place?
I think I'm here by mistake. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Have a good day.
Nice to meet you.
Thank
sorry,
you.
Shay, before you jump into your good,
Here's my other. I might get strike two. Here's strike two.
Oh no, I know him. He's a good one. He's actually a veteran too.
Okay.
Here we go with strike two. Hi everyone, I'm Only Dads. I'm Megan's ex-husband, but we decided to remain friends.
Not a strike.
I want them growing up in a 2-parent house, so I'm actually in the behind that on my account.
Hi.
Hello. Full discussion.
It had cut out a little bit, Only Dads.
What happened?
It had cut out a little bit while you were talking. I heard the ex-husband part.
Just making up a fake story for drama.
Oh.
Red I got. I knew it was live, but still, it's funny.
There ain't no look. You ain't gonna make up no fake story for drama because I'm finna start a whole bunch of it. Sorry, Petty. So since apparently there's a few folks that want to know how I voted, yes, I voted Republican. As a gay male, I voted Republican. Do I believe in what Trump's doing? Most definitely not. This is not what I foreseen happening. The world's going to shit. I mean, but since so many people, since a few of y'all is just curious on what Robert's doing. You know,
hey Robert, I can personally tell you that I've never
I wasn't.
I've never even wondered. You know why, Robert? Because you're not running around in taking part in anything hateful.
And I
So I
never
don't know why
would.
anybody's asking you that.
I mean, like, I make it a point to keep myself out of the politic talks. I do not allow the politic talks on my account whatsoever. And I mean, like, if you got questions, I mean, feel free to ask. I mean, shit, it is what it is.
I have no questions. I stated what I stated at the beginning of the year. We are all in this fire together at this point, and I don't have anything, no questions or anything.
You know, like, you know, Petty, though, at the end of the day, yeah, like, I voted Republican, but I feel like a lot of us was bamboozled. I do. I feel like we were, you know, like, don't get me wrong. Should I have done more research behind things? Most definitely. But what's done is done. I mean, I can't jump in my time machine and go back and change it. You know, like,
Exactly, exactly. I agree.
Robert, I just wanted to come up and tell you that I'm sorry that you feel like you had to say anything. I knew how you voted, but I never mistreated you because you decided to do that. And I think that you are one of those that were bamboozled, and that's okay. You know, it happens to the best of us. And you know, I know that there's a lot more people seeing what he was legit meaning, what he was going to do, and that's okay. People make mistakes. You're a kind person. You've always made me feel safe. You knew what side I was on for the longest time and never treated me any different. So for people
Dang,
to
y'all,
corner
take it easy. I
so
mean,
for people to
you know,
corner
he was,
Robert is
yeah, he was
crazy.
nice. He just came up here to clear something up, and you're attacking him in the
Hold on.
comments.
Hold on. Let Queen finish.
But anyways, I was just letting you know that like it's very brave of you to have to tell all these people what you voted for just to make appease people and the common cousins. You're not the only person right now feeling blindsided by what they truly believed was going to happen, and now it's not. And we're all human, and we all make mistakes, and it's just a learning curve for us for the next election to make sure we fully do our research and think for ourselves, and not just what's spewing out the mouth of any candidate.
Can I
We
just
love you, Robert. We
jump
love you.
jump in there and say that Robert didn't single-handedly get Trump in office? And if you 100% believe that, you should pick up a civics book and figure out how the government is. So let's leave Robert the hell alone.
Yeah.
That's all I was saying. Y'all were being really rude in the chat, like really rude.
I also came up to say, like, if you have a problem with Robert's decisions that he's made or who he voted for, or you don't like what he had for dinner last night, it's so easy to unfollow him. You don't need to sit here and attack him because you guys don't have the same beliefs. Or like he said, he was misled. That has nothing to fucking like. That's not a conversation that you need to attack him for. Okay, so we don't sit here and attack each other for people's religions, anything fucking like that. So you guys need to chill out, hit the unfollow button, and let it go. Okay, just drop it.
I'm gonna say, like, anybody in here that disagrees with the decision I made, feel free to unfollow me, block me, do what you need to do. But I'm gonna tell you one thing that I'm not gonna do, because I've sat on this fucking app for a week now and let bitches come at me, and I ain't gonna do it no more. I can tell you that. Like, it ain't gonna keep happening. Like, I have let people on this app talk to me like shit, tell me how shitty of a person I am for a fucking week now. Excuse my French, Petty, but like, if you don't like me, what I stand, you know, like what I do, unfollow me. Go to another platform, talk shit about me. I don't care. But y'all ain't finna just sit here and keep coming at me.
Floor's yours, Dad.
Oh, great. Okay, cool. I don't want to be rude. Firstly, CMS, let's hit that little plus button. Request to follow. Little backstory on Only Dads. Only Dads spent most of his 20s and 30s overseas in the military. Have been to several countries. I call it people lost in the American bubble. Yes, there are certain people that are treated poorly and more people have privilege than others, and yes, but no country is perfect. Um, I've been to places where if you like the same type of person that you are, you get thrown off the building. You know what I mean? Like, I've been to those places. So, myself as a veteran and a former police officer, and now a retired house husband, what, married into money, I will defend anyone's right to however they want to live their life, as long as you're not hurting anyone, or love is love. And as far as like who you voted for, you can vote for whoever you want. Uh, you know, I don't. And in the comments from way back about being bamboozled, the guy's only been in for a couple days. Like, give him a chance. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel bamboozled, but I also don't watch Fox. I don't watch CNN. I don't care enough. It doesn't affect me on a personal level. You know what I mean? Like, just live your life. I guarantee. I lost a friend, a good friend of mine that I met on TikTok, and I'm in a veteran motorcycle club, and we have chapters in every state, and one annual meeting just happened to be in his state. So I said, hey, man, I'd love to meet you in person. And we hung out, we had some drinks, and blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, who'd you vote for? And I told him, and then he was like, oh, you're a despicable person, blah, blah, blah. And I said, guy, I would get unalived defending your right to marry whoever you wanted to marry and defend your lifestyle. I've always been like that. I was literally raised by two hippies. Like, judge someone on their character and not anything else. So, anywho, we'll see what the Orange Man does. I mean, he can say and do whatever he wants, but just remember, folks, we have checks and balances. It's going to take a long time for anything bad to ever happen, because it will never get. The Ninth District will shut it down in a minute. Like, politics on TikTok is like me going to the bathroom and you guys watching me poop. It literally means nothing. It's like, who cares? I'm just pooping. You know? Okay, I'm done. Thank you.
He poops roses, by the way. They're roses.
I clear out my house.
And actually, you're going to love Robert. Robert has chicks, and Only Dads has dogs. And it's hysterical to watch them when they run away from him. And he actually has videos of him trying to literally football dive at them to catch them.
I also have chickens. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You did have chickens.
I'm a home.
What are you doing?
P.AME.C, if anyone talks bad to you or about you or whatever, just hit the block button. I'm Gen X. I grew up on technology advancing. It's so easy. Boop. Goodbye. You're done.
He's really
May I say something? My dad voted for Trump. Do you think for 1 second I'm going to turn my back on my father? No, I'm not going to. Do I disagree with him? Yeah. But we keep politics out of our conversations weekly. We don't talk politics. We talk father and daughter stuff. So if people voted for Trump, they voted for Trump. You know, I mean, we have a right, though, to protest. If we don't believe in what's going on, we have a right to protest. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm not downing anybody who voted for Trump. That's not my style. I don't do that. I'm more of a peaceful kind of person. But will I be marching February the 5th at the Capitol? Yes, I will. And I don't believe in anybody attacking other people that voted for what they refused to vote for. I don't agree with it. And I will stand on my morals, my convictions, and what I believe in and what I see. And that's what I'll do. But my dad voted for Trump, and I'm not dismissing my dad.
Hey, you guys.
So,
Robin, can I interrupt just a second, please?
sure, honey.
Eddie, can we just change the subject? People in the chats trying to fight about who they voted for and didn't vote for, trying to condemn Robert, and Robert does not need to be condemned for who he voted for. He's one of the nicest people I have seen on this app, and people that wants to judge him because he stood up here today and stood up to his beliefs and said he voted for him. We should not be condemning him. And then I'm going to go further and be a real bitch and say, Robin, can you put a towel over your bird cage so it goes to sleep? Because
Please.
people in the comments are getting really frustrated with the bird chirping all the time.
It's making me hear helicopters from Baghdad again. Stop.
All right,
They're exotic birds, okay? You know, you can only control exotic birds for so long. But yeah, I'm sorry that the birds are chirping. I'm sorry the dogs are barking. I'm sorry for all of that, but that's really not the point. But yes, of course, I am so sorry.
Well, I mean, it's not just me, it's everybody in the chat's been saying, please, either mute or something.
Hi, Patty. I'm just up here to request a commercial break. Can we
I'll
put in a
just
song
drop.
request
Thank you anyway for letting me say what I had to say.
for
Bye.
Donald Glover? This is America. Song request, Donald Glover. This is America. Commercial break.
I don't know that one. I do know this one. If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends. That's all I know.
He's like this all day too, you guys. It doesn't matter what time of day you catch him. He's really funny.
I retired at 40. Life is good.
Any final words for my guests?
Oh, you're leaving? Oh.
Yeah, we let him go back to his news.
Oh, all right. Well, it was nice meeting everyone. Bye.
Gotta love this news station. Got to love this news station. You have to love it. It's a ride. It's a ride. It's a ride that you don't want to stop. It is a ride worth getting on. It is thoroughly entertaining on so many levels. If you walk in here, you will be confused. You will be enamored. You will be taken away because you have no idea what's going on at all, and it's well appreciated. Let's get this out the way. Suffering. Hold up, I gotta play this song. I'm not gonna play that Donald Glover song. I'm gonna play this one.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got.
So we'll just use that to go into the next quick subject, something lighthearted, since the common cousins want to hear the celebrity gossip. The Grammys last night was bullshit. Kanye West's wife decided she was going to go down the red carpet completely nude, which I don't understand how people get away with that. I didn't want to see that woman's hoo-ha, nip-naps, all of that, and we saw it all. Kanye, you're very weird for that. I feel like you pressured her into it, but that's just my opinion. Very odd. Very odd. Beyonce, I will never thank you. You stole Billie Eilish's album of the year. She was highly robbed. I don't understand why you thought your country music album was the shit, because it wasn't. I've heard one song maybe. Billie was robbed. That was robbed. That was rigged. Beyonce, you can go fuck yourself. I'm sorry, Billie. Keep going. Eventually, Beyonce will retire and not steal the show for no fucking reason. Because that reaction, did you see Beyonce's reaction? She was like, "Oh, me, bitch! You knew that you were gonna win that. You knew it was scripted. It was scripted, and you stole that girl's dreams and all her hard work. Her album streamed, I believe, 3 or 4 times more than Beyonce's. Period. Period. So the Grammys, you suck. I don't know what Beyonce has over you, but Beyonce, you're gonna go down because your man is still fighting court. That's all I'm gonna say with that. So, anyways, I'm done. Okay, bye.
Copyright all over my YouTube today. Copyright all on my YouTube today. All over my YouTube today on this video.
I was built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on the gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna end.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grieving.
Sorry, forgot to give kudos. Kendrick Lamar won 5 Grammys last night, calling Drake a P3DO. So there's that. They interviewed Drake's father, which was hilarious, about the wins on his way out or whatever. That was funny. And at the end of the day, I'm sorry, but it was a very weird night at the Grammys. I don't understand. What was it? What's his name? Jaden Smith and his weird ass. His weird ass castle on his head. Like, nobody understands you. I don't get it. It wasn't artistic. Cardi B looked fabulous. That pretty little blonde girl, I don't even know who she is, but she's very popular. She looked like she was Cinderella in a blue dress. Gorgeous girl. Yeah, so Kendrick, kudos to you. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe we'll do a recap or something later in a live about the Grammys. We can gossip or whatever. But yeah. Okay, bye.
Amazing report. Amazing report. Thank you. Amazing report. All right. So let me get this out of the way. I don't whoever you vote for, that is between you and the voting box. Once that curtain is closed, that is your decision. I'm a policies person. Always been, always have been. I look at policies, what someone says they will put in front of you. I'm a policies person. So we'll say that these prices of goods are not going to fall down. So we all will be hurting together. As someone is now in the Treasury now has access to your social security number and is not an official, and that's all of us. Listen very carefully. A person who is not American born now has access to all of our social security numbers. Also, is not an official cabinet member. Congress did not vote him into that position. He was given Doge position. Did not vote him into that position, but now has access to the Treasury Department and has access to all of our social security numbers. So I want you to know, and those of you who have bonds in the Treasury, like myself, I'm shaking. It's a little scary. I know banks play with our money in the market. I know this. You should know this. Whatever banking institute that you bank with uses your money and puts it into the market. Now, the Treasury is supposed to have safeguards. And this is going into a little scary. This is a little scary. I don't like someone who isn't official to have access to my social security number. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. And there's millions of us that should not like that. No matter what, who you vote for. There is nothing that the D Party can do right now. It is all in the R Party's hands. Hey now. Okay? Do not expect the D Party to be out in front of the news media. We are all going, some of us don't have to be hurting. Some of us can prepare or have been preparing, canning, gardening, buying metals, buying coins, putting money under our mattress. Okay? Now some of you, just to be honest with you, you're going to be hit hard. Hey now. Medical expenses, decisions to make about food, your towns, your rural areas. Oh, it's about to get dicey with what I've seen. This weekend I took a cruise to your local grocery stores. Woo! Pricing. Walmart's crazy. What used to be for most average Americans, for some of you, and you will notice, and you can speak on it yourself, what used to be and this is why it's not political for me, it's more so, let's talk really true. What you used to spend for 2 weeks of groceries is now like a 2-day supply of groceries. Topping, and I added up some prices, topping anywhere over hundreds of dollars for a few items. Non-political at this point. And I don't know how you actually budget that in reality. If we're speaking in reality terms, that's a pain. That's a pain that some folks is about to experience, a pain that SNAP nor food stamps will be able to help. And during all this disarray, while some of us may be focused on some things who are unprepared, there are going to be other things that millions are going to be suffering through, and you have no idea that we may be the new commercial of Feed the Children of the World. They may have to bring back those commercials about feeding children in America, because it's going to be some malnourished adults and kids coming up. I know for certain here in America, you don't know how to cook. I know a lot of you don't like fruits and vegetables. And your frozen meals are not going to be acceptable anymore and reliable over $9, $6. You're talking about used to be $2 to $6 and $9. Those things won't be accessible to you. The convenience will not be. You need to learn how to go in the grocery section and the vegetable aisles. Some of us know how to cook. Some of these folks don't know how to cook. That's how their money gets spent so fast. It's the scary part is I know you buy out of the frozen section. I know you look for convenience, and I know you don't know anything about using a pot and cooking rice for 20 minutes, or how to set beans away, rinse them, and put them in water so they sit. So that way you can prepare the beans. I know this. I know this. So the real reality is here in America, it's about to be millions of starving people. There are going to be some rich people that are just going to be just fine. There are going to be some people that have played in the stock market that are going to be fine. There are going to be some people that absolutely will not be. And yeah, that's the real reality. That's the real reality. I be in my own head over the weekend. On most weekends when I'm outside of this bubble. When I leave the news station, I'm out of it. I'm out of it. Completely out of here. And there are fortunate people that I'm a broke, fortunate person. A poor, broke, fortunate person that has the ability and the means to be okay. And I realize that here on this, and what this interweb experiment did to you all here, this interweb experiment that is TikTok and the internet, it pulled the fabric back from what actually is America. And I'm gonna say this, and I mean no ill will. I'm not trying to be mean at all. But it has shown that there are thoroughly millions of uneducated Americans. And I mean uneducated to the sense of being a sixth grader. You might have graduated, but the knowledge base is sixth grade ish. It's why it's why all the other countries are so entertained by American content, because it's like watching children dance and shimmy, but cannot provide a nugget of information. And the bad part is that when left to our own devices, we could educate ourselves. I read a lot. You could educate yourself. And the bad part about the uneducated is they're not trying to get any smarter. It's horrible that the realization is that whatever you hear come out of your radio or your news media, you do no fight back and have a conversation about history or anything, but you let your brain be fed by these things, these people. And if you ever take a look around this app, you're gonna be you. I'm aghast at the amount of people that go live that were not that were not did not get put in a class that could have helped them. I said that correct without disrespect anyone. There are people who needed to be in a class in high school that could a assistant teacher or someone could have helped them with their learning level to become more knowledgeable. The amount of misspoken information, the amount of anger, the amount of hate that I see in America is baffling. And if there was more educated people, there would be less hate. Because when you reach a critical level of education where you're like, it doesn't make sense for me to dislike this person because there's human as I am. I want you to take a look around at the bliss. And I really wish, they say ignorance is bliss, and it truly is. Because to be uneducated, you have no foretrain of thought, and it allows you not to think about anyone else's feelings or how they may feel. It's such a great place to be as an uneducated person. Your opinion is the only opinion that matters. That's crazy. That's crazy, and they truly mean it. I mean, that's just fucking wow. Your opinion is the only opinion that matters. And as I took a step back, I said, God damn, I mean, truly here at the news station, there are a vast amount of opinions, and all your opinions matters. And that's why you come here and you're allowed to speak however you want to here. And if you ever take a look around, just make sure you look and see how often you're allowed to speak in other places. Or how often you may get shut down in these other bases, in these other places. Just there. All right, going to prices of goods. Canada has taken U.S. liquor off its shelf. This is going to hurt a whole business, a whole industry, as well as Ford ripping up an agreement. Another industry is going to be harmed. If you have people that work in the manufacturing and auto industry, is going to be harmed as well. I'm extremely sorry for you and your family if you have someone that works in the auto industry. There may, be layoffs. Your dad, your husband, your mother who works there may be experiencing a layoff, and I'm extremely sorry for you. Special guest. Did I say I was having a guest today? I don't think I said I had a guest today. I said I had a guest sometime. Yeah, I know. I know a lot of people got laid off. There during the week. Yeah, I don't think it was today. I don't. Yeah, it's happening all over the country. More layoffs are happening than we know.
You did say there was a special guest, but I do believe it was supposed to be tomorrow or Wednesday. There was no special guest planned for today. Well, I don't know who your special guest on your show is, silly. You got to remember that.
I know. I'm trying to remember. I get a ton of.
Okay, so if you're going to keep a secret, somebody has to hold your secret for you. So, like, you got to tell CJ or Queen.
Yeah, it's somebody.
You didn't tell
It's
me that
somebody.
Queen said it's tomorrow.
Okay.
Do you?
I remember now. I remember. I
Okay.
remember.
Lord
Forget
have
my memory.
mercy.
Faulty memory. I remember.
See,
I
that's why I
remember.
told your mama to send me that floss water. I'm waiting on it.
Yeah.
Hey, I got something to clear up real quick, please. You
For
said
when I will be mentioning you
you
today.
said that everybody can speak in here, all that stuff, and 100%. I agree with you 100%. But can we clear up that we did have a discussion? You and everybody here had a discussion a couple of weeks ago that you would appreciate it if they came in on their main accounts, no sneaky accounts and stuff like that. That we were watching for that, right?
What was the discussion about again?
Oh, for the love of peaches.
I mean, isn't it just again for like the safety piece of
Yeah.
mind kind of
Right.
thing? Yeah.
Because I got crucified by somebody because I asked them to come in on their main account because they were trying to lead a question to you. Are we safe in here? We all know we're safe in here, but it was a sneaky account, no followers. I think there was 5, and
Right, and you can always reach out to him if he blocked your main account and just say, "Hey, look, can you unblock my main?" And then he can decide for himself. Like, it's not hard to ask.
and I said, well, I
Let's talk about let's real quick on this blocking thing that I do. I I just want to put this out. I don't like when I get IG messages saying unblock me when I'm blocking folks in silent, and then I don't like when you say like when people say not y'all when they say, "Oh, I wasn't in there talking," and then I'm like, "That's how I literally blocked you, though." I don't like I I blocked you based on like I blocked based on the comments. I blocked based on the comments section. I blocked based like just don't come to me and say I didn't do it. Just don't do that part. Just come to me and be like, "Yeah, I was over there. Could you unblock me?" It is what it is. I'm more likely to unblock.
Yeah. I was just coming up to just say that with these changes in potential prices of things, especially cars, I know that it probably sounds like everybody got money like that, but if you are in the market to purchase a car, you need to get going on that now because they said that cars will increase by like $3,000, if not more, 25% more. Um, so if you guys are looking to purchase a car, try to get that done ASAP because we don't know what's going to happen. And yeah, so and other things, but like for now, like I said, the stall with the one in Mexico, but they were encouraging if you like guacamole and avocados, you better enjoy them now before it gets too expensive. Okay.
Yep.
So, car hunters, electronic seekers, anybody looking for, electronics and stuff like that. What is the update? I forgot. There was somewhat of an update, I believe, about the China tariff. I think China is suing the United States actually for attempting to put the 10% tariff on the United States, saying that he can't do that. So, but still, a lot of stuff comes from China, especially your electronics and things of that nature. So if you are in the market to look for something, TVs, computers, try to get them now. I'm a total Apple girl. Apple, you rock because you are keeping DEI into place. So that is a good company to shop for electronics, I believe.
Yeah. Prices going up. Prices going up. Prices are going up.
I just wanted to know if I could take just a really quick laugh.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to give one of our comment cousins a really big shout out. Sharon, I'm so proud of you for making it to your 2 years of sobriety.
Oh,
You
amen.
are amazing. You've done so much work, and I can't wait to see what the next year brings you. Okay, Sharon? I love you. I just thought I'd come up here and take a quick left. If you don't know who I'm talking about, that's Queen Witch, y'all. Make sure you congratulate her and spend the day celebrating the day with her, okay? There she is.
Congratulations.
Hey,
Thank
Sharon.
you. Thank you, Katie.
Of course. I don't know when I'm going to see you again, so I figured I could take some confettis for you real quick.
Thank you all. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations, Queen Witch. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much.
Big
So,
deal.
Petty, I live, well, I think you kind of know. I live in Middle Tennessee, so I live very close to one of the main whiskey distributors, and they're really going to feel the effects of Canada pulling their product off the shelf. Like the little town that it's made in, like the whole town runs off of it, right? Like the whole town is run off of Jack Daniels. Like I don't know if you guys have ever drove through Tennessee, made a little stop where Jack Daniels is made, but if you have that whole infrastructure of that little area is based off the manufacturing of that product. So I'm really curious to see how hard hit that gets. I mean, Canada's not the number one, the US military is the number one buyer of Jack Daniels but Canada buys a lot of whiskey. They do.
You have to stay
So,
warm up there.
yeah, so I'm just curious to see how it's going to affect around here because I bet that we're going to feel the effect all through our area because it brings a lot of money here. It's a big employer around here. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a little scary.
High prices and
Yeah,
layoffs.
loss of jobs for sure. Loss of jobs for sure. And then about the DEI, I know I'm with Queen about Apple standing strong. Aldi quietly gave in. I'm sad about that. They quietly removed their DEI, and then Walgreens was still on the list, but apparently on their company website there used to be like um, a tab for like allies and things like that. They've quietly removed that, and apparently the employees used to have these T-shirts they could wear, like equality T-shirts. Those have been removed from the dress code. So Walgreens is quietly removing their DEI. So that's disappointing as well. But I'm on week 2 of my heart monitor. I'm trying to stay off of politics, so I'm on diamond painting number 3. Okay.
Nice. Good.
No, it's not working at all. I've read 3 books and done 3 diamond paintings in 7 days, 8 days. So yeah, but I don't know. It's a wild world. It's a mad world.
Just watching. I'm just a watching.
Well, yeah, I was going to try to just, I always try to be constructive and give people like recommendations that they may or may not know. One, it's like, cause sometimes you speak in code. So sometimes I just like to be blunt and just say like certain things. So if people are trying to just build up, and you don't have to do it often, you can save your leftover change and things of that nature. And you get like $20 saved up. You can literally take that and you can go like buy dollar pastas. And when they're on sale and you just buy 10 boxes of them, they do a can sale, which is like you can buy 10 cans for $10 of soups, of your vegetables, and just check their expiration date. They're usually like 3 or 4 years. Did I miss something? Did I need to hold?
No, I'm reading a comment.
Okay, I'll let you. Okay, I saw it. I saw it. There are other things that you can do too. You can buy like your sacks of potatoes and onions in the larger bulk sizes. Again, they don't have to be super expensive, but if you just take a little bit of your weekly grocery budget or whatever you have, depending on, and look through, like people still get newspapers on the weekends. Like pull those newspapers out and literally go through what's on sale that week, and then you can do it. Same thing with like cereals. I don't pay above $2.99 for my cereal. It's just like I won't do it because my kids eat it. So I wait until they drop and it's like 2 for $6 or $2.99 for one. And then he's in the middle of something. So I'll just keep going. But just try to look, and then you just buy like a few things every week when the cans of tomato sauce go on sale to buy.
She got a phone call.
Yeah, sorry, I got off. Yeah, it's like one of the. Now I'm getting calls from like everywhere just because I traveled. So now it's like upstate New York. Like that's like I know it's all spam. It's so annoying. I'd like to think that people do know a lot of these things, but sometimes it gets overwhelming. So you're right. Maybe people all do know already how to do these things. There's a lady on here that does a dollar store thing. I don't have a dollar store around me, but I found it fascinating watching her walk out of the store with like 50 items for $3.02. And I'm like, what? I was impressed.
I mean, I can't give you tips.
And with the car thing that Queen was referring to, there's also auction houses. And as long as you find like you can look up your local auction buyer and you can actually tell them I can only spend like $5,000 and other things, or $3,000 or whatever it is, and you can go to an auction house with them and they can bid for you. So there are ways instead of having to go to like an actual dealer where you're paying 30, 50, 80, whatever you're paying for your things, you can save some significant money.
Totally.
Can I just address this right quick?
Okay.
Just this wild comment. Why would you say that? You're blocking the whole LGBTQ community?
That's wild to say. That was an ignorant statement. Totally. Something more important. I just wanted to wait to get permission to tell you guys that in detail that Queen of Blessings is currently in the hospital. So if you guys could please just think about her, send her some well wishes if you have contact with her. A few days ago, she was in a car accident with her mother-in-law. Her mother-in-law had a seizure while she was driving the car, and they hit.
No, really?
Yes. So mother-in-law's being looked at. Never had seizure before, but first one ever. Queen of Blessings broke a finger and had some sutures done in the hand. Airbags were deployed, but now she's back in the hospital for breathing problems. So she thinks it's pneumonia, and she's waiting for a CT scan to check for any blockage. So just well wishes to her. We know she's been MIA. And just if you have time, shoot her a little message. Just let her know you're thinking about her. But she said it was okay to let you guys know where she's been. That's crazy. I'm not even going to address. You can address. I just was up here for Queen of Blessings. So, yeah. All right. Bye.
I'm gonna jump down too. I just wanted to say I found today that there's a lot of people in my generation and below that don't know how to read a map. So if you don't know how to read a map, please learn. I'm not trying to be mean. Like I really think it's an important skill to know. I just wanted to say that.
And you can get them at AAA. You can get, if you guys need local national maps, even international maps, you can go. AAA is a great place. If you've never been to a physical AAA, even if you're not a member, you can still go in and you can still have some really great things that you can learn. Sorry, Robert.
I mean, I just find it just downright ludicrous that somebody would come in and say, "Oh, now you're blocking the community." Uh, the hell?
I know who that is. I actually know who that is. It's the swindler. It's you remember the swindler?
Are you kidding? Just because you booped somebody else? I know exactly what his brother that we booped today.
Yeah, but that's the swindler who ain't supposed to.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Now the swindler has a sibling that's booted too.
Yeah.
Now you guys can row together.
Yeah, I just found that comment kind of offhanded, I guess. But then again, Petty, I did get voted off the island, so I guess I
gotta
don't
get
count.
this. I gotta get this out the way. Let me say this. Actually, y'all don't need to be in the box when I say it.
Right.
My dog named Blue. Anybody that's dealing with him, you in for a rude awakening. I know some of y'all be holding out hope, but over here, there's a hard, I haven't commented on none of that stuff. You know, be looking out for folks. Just saying. I see your post about, and you might have came late to the party when we covered everything that we covered when it came to that person. That person's a swindler. That person is an abuser emotionally. He uses people. He has taken people's money. He has went and lived with folks. When we are all grown adults, he is grown. He is not a kid. That is not a child, nor is it your child. If you are looking out for that person, you are doing the wrong thing. Anybody looking out for that person, you are doing the wrong thing. I'm going to be the adult in this situation. You are actually doing the wrong thing. Too tall. I'm finna say it. You're doing the wrong thing. I said it. Too tall. You're doing the wrong thing. You're absolutely doing the wrong thing. And if nobody told you, I'm telling you. That person literally tries to get close to people to use them. Okay? I hope you heard me, Too Tall. It's not doing anything positive by helping that person. There's more that you could do in your community than trying to baby that person. That person needs a hard look at reality. A real hard look at reality. The person who got booted from the island today literally took $3,000 from him. There's a woman that he went and lived with and did not pay her, but acted childish. He had other people hiding him while he lied about being in rehab. You're not helping him. That person is trying to find a way. And end of the day, I thought you knew about him. But I also realized that there was, while covering what was going on there, we were moving into loyalty. So it got missed. The confusion, it could get missed and all that. But that person got called out for their behavior and what they did. And what they did to a bunch of women on this app, abusing them, their loneliness, abusing the fact that they like communication, abusing the fact that understanding that you will indulge because you will treat, because they act like a child, even though they're not a child, they're over 21. Being manic. Just want to say, if you didn't hear it, that person is not over here. We don't need any updates from that person. Us over here, we don't need any updates about what that person got going on in their life. If they ain't fixed their life yet, that's none of our business. But you can't help that person. I said it.
I'm going to bounce off what you said. Here's the thing, and I'll say this 10 toes down. You coddle an addict, you will unalive an addict. Okay? They have to learn to stand on their own 2 feet. And he's riding that pink, what we call the pink cloud right now. When you first get into recovery, that pink cloud. When it busts and those life starts throwing them curveballs, they're not going to know what to do. Because they don't know how to cope, because they have someone there coddling them, someone there taking up for them, someone there picking up the pieces. You can't do that. You have to let them learn. Again, coddle an addict, you'll unalive one. I mean, you gotta let them stand on their own 2 feet. They gotta learn how to live again without it. They have to learn to be able to stand on their feet and live without the substance they was using.
But Nikki, I really feel like that's giving him.
I'm
I
saying
hate
that
to
people
pick
need to
apart
quit.
a person's story, but the way this person has used,
No, I get that. I
like,
get it.
it's wild. Like using people to to financially gain.
No, I get it.
I mean,
I get what you're saying. I
I mean,
get
he
it.
used Kai, who was actually an addict, who showed us he
Hmm.
was detoxing on live
Yep.
for a month, like coming off the stuff, became friends with this person, which is absolutely, this is deplorable. Became friends with this person to use their story to manipulate them to financially gain as well. I mean, use this guy who was detoxing, and you know when you detox, it could end ugly.
Oh
And this
yeah.
person only had, let's think about this. This person only had TikTok to rely on as a way of communication, as a way, as Kai's way of having some stability. Didn't have any, like, this is how lonely people are missing a connection in their life, where he wanted to stop and Kai was like, well, I'm gonna let my followers see this. And it's deplorable for this person to have used this person who could have gone on detox and not been here,
Hmm.
but wanted to do the right thing to stop doing the stuff. And this person latched on to that person
Oh, I
to
know.
use them.
I know. They've latched on to a lot of people and used them. And that's what I'm getting at. Stop allowing them. Set that boundary and stick to it. Stop. Stop coddling their ass. Sorry, I didn't mean to use the wrong pronouns. Stop coddling their ass. Let them stand on their own 2 feet. Stop. Stop babying them. When is enough going to be enough? And yeah, I mean, I watch Kai withdraw. I mean, look, withdrawals are not fun. A lot of people in active addiction will not go seek help or seek recovery because they're scared of the withdrawals. That is the biggest fear. That was my biggest fear, was the withdrawals, because they could be very, very dangerous. If you're not in a safe area, like a detox center or something. So what I'm getting at, stop coddling their ass. Just stop. They've got to learn to land on their feet. If not, when this pink bubble pops that they're riding right now, and it will, because listen, it's life on life's terms. And when that pink bubble pops and life starts throwing them curveballs, they're not going to know what to do. And guess what's going to happen? God forbid they're going to relapse because they don't know how to cope. They don't know how to do anything because someone's there to pick them up. Someone's there to do what they need to do for them. That's not fair. That's not, you're only hindering that person. So stop it.
I just wanted to say that I'm so proud of everybody that's in recovery, working their steps, doing their dang thing. Whether you're a minute sober, 10 years sober, 10 minutes sober, I'm here for you. I'm so proud of you. Keep doing your dang thing. Again, happy 2 years, Queen. I did kind of want to make a joke to lighten the mood. I was not aware that Robert and Fab Five were not in the LGBTQ community. So if you see me in their DMs, mind your business. Have a good day.
Oh, shit. Oh, I needed that laugh. I've been sick all weekend. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm just going to hop down. But yeah, I just wanted to state that. Stop coddling. Stop. Stop it. You're hindering. All you're doing is hurting them. You're not helping them.
Agree. Agree. I'm gonna say this before I get to my final piece today. Um, you can't help anybody on this app that doesn't want to help themselves. You are not everyone's mom. And I am not, don't get it twisted. I am not coming down on you. I am not shaming you. I want you to remember that your family in this very moment, your family and no one else is in your control, but what is in your household. You have complete control over your life. You have no control over what someone presents to you on any app. That is outside of your control. That is outside of your pocket. You cannot be Superman or Superwoman on this app or anywhere else. You cannot try to do something here in hopes that other people will see your good deed. You do good deeds in silence. You walk in your strength and you do them, and no one should know what you're doing unless they are seeing you doing it and they want to highlight you. But it's not for you to try to do everything good in front of everybody. I didn't, when Tim spoke on what I did, I never presented that stuff to you guys because I do stuff when I want to do it out of the kindness of my heart and not because of finances, because I like volunteering. And it got nothing to do with you. It got nothing to do with you. It don't have nothing to do with you. That's my time. That's my heart. And that's what I'm doing out there outside this bubble. It got nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you at all. That's none of your business. Because if I'm servicing you one day, you can thank me when I'm giving you a plate. And you happen to be in a hard time. That's none of your business. But if you see me in your community and I'm picking up trash and I'm servicing you and I'm helping you out, you can say, thanks, Petty. And I would say, hey, call me Clay. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say. Because you'll never know. You'll never know when it's your time or when you're going through something. Stop trying to be a superhero. Stop putting your good deeds in front of everybody. It's nobody's business. It's nobody's business. You did something good. Pat yourself on the back. Go to sleep. Wake up tomorrow knowing that it happened. Okay? My last piece. Lord Jesus. My last piece is for all for one Jeff and not the one Mike. Guys, I'm disappointed. And sometimes it takes a brother to brother to say it to the other brothers and be like, and just for you to have a perspective. You both are grieving your fathers. You both, and may their souls be at peace. And this is tough. This is tough. This is a tough one because losing a family member, losing the person that has guided you from a boy to a man, the person that showed you how to groom yourself, the person that may have taught you how to drive, the person that held your bike and taught you how to ride your bike, the person who may have been at your football games or been at your plays, the person who encouraged you to work, the person you mimicked yourself after because you've seen how hard of a worker they were. You mimic and idol this person because they're there for their family. This is tough. And mom is there. And this mom is a tough one as well, because mom is there when you need a hug. Mom also works hard like dad, and mom is so gentle. Dad doesn't get to show his emotions, and dad has to be the rock. Mom has to be both sometimes. So I don't want to take anything from the mothers out there that have lost their mom. I don't want to take anything from either one that's lost a mother or father. But guys, brothers, your grief should not be used in a negative way. Your grief should not turn into attacks. I really hope that you hear me, that it's okay to grieve. It's okay to take a break and do what you need to do by grieving, taking the actual time to grieve. But you both have lost someone in your life. And I know you for sure, Jeff, you've always been, you've known when to like take the high road and like be like, this is not. And I think that with what you have gone through and what he has gone through, I think that it is not a time to attack each other, but to take some time to grieve that.
I'm not going to disagree with you, Petty. I see where you're coming from, because my father just passed away at 11:47 on Saturday, and it happened while I was standing there with my family, which was everything that meant to me. But to have an individual lash out and attack other individuals that are on this platform just for enjoyment, to have a good time, to talk, to communicate, to get supported constantly on an endless basis, that grief for me turned to anger. I'm not going to lie. It turned to anger because I was done with it. I've seen it so many times, so many people, so many groups that have been live streamed just having a good time. Now, I'm not going to agree with certain individuals and what they've done and what they've, situations they've gotten themselves into. But at the same time, is it right to sit and stream and degrade and down talk other individuals that are on this platform merely for content, merely for enjoyment? I mean, is that what it's come down to? Because I set aside my grief for my friends. Friends are not easy to come by, and friends you can use to your meanings because you know who your true friends are. But when one person solely decides to attack multiple friends of mine, no, enough's enough with the harassing, the bullying, and just the stalkish methods that some individuals do on this app. And I get it. I've seen it. I know it. But, and I'm going to still grieve. Don't get me wrong. But I'm going to stand up for who I believe are friends and who they stand up for and what they do. If they sit in a live and talk, why would you want somebody streaming you and literally giving play by play of how a person acts in a live? That's wrong. I'm sorry, on all levels. I mean, you don't see me stream because I don't choose to do it, because it's not right. Others may stream a beggar and a scammer to bring the awareness to somebody. That's their choice, and I'm not going to downplay it. But when you sit and downgrade and just cruelly attack people for just who they are, no, I'm sorry. That's not right. And I'm just saying, yeah, I agree. And I shouldn't worry about those kinds of things. You know, the thing that my father always taught me, it takes more of a man to walk away from a fight than it does to get into one. And I stand 10 toes down on that all the way through, because my dad meant so much to me. The last thing that I remembered him doing that I could have been so proud was to the fact that he was able to get on my boat and drive my boat. And I sat there and said, that's my dad driving my boat for the last time. I'm sorry, I'm going to start losing it. So, I mean, you know, Zeno Zamora, I never attacked him. That's the problem. He started deciding to attack other individuals. So, of course, you're going to have the backlash. And I'm not saying that it's right for what I did. I'm not. I'll take full accountability for what I did last night. But it was to turn around and support my friends who are supporting me right now in my grief. And if he has a problem with that, let him get up into a box. He doesn't seem to have a problem attacking women. And then when I sat there and turned around wanted him to get up into a box, I would have been 100% respectful. He goes that way, I go that way. We don't ever talk about each other. End of story. Correct?
Yeah.
But he can't do that. He doesn't want to do that. He wants to keep lashing out at people.
Yeah. So can I say something real quick? And Betty, thank you for letting me in the box. I agree with everything you said, and I totally am there. I wanted you just, and I don't know how much you're aware of this whole situation with Mike, but I am going to defend All for One because he deserves it in a way. But I want you just to be aware that it's funny, for about 2 months, we kept our mouth shut about Mike. Did we agree with things he was doing? No. Did we know things about him? Yes. But Petty, we never spoke about him at all. Then something got under his skin, and it's okay. Like me, me and All for One have been around long enough. We can handle it. We've got tough skin. The problem is he's kept going and going, and then he started wanting to dox and throw out pictures, talk about All for One's wife, called a lady called Bougie a see you next Tuesday last night. You know what? You know how we are. You get to a point where you want to do the right thing on this app, and we always try to be respectful, but it gets to where you just want to shut somebody down because they're so negative and they're not doing anybody any good but hurting people. But I mainly just wanted to defend and let you know that when Jeff was going after him last night, look, Mike's been going full force, and I can't tell you how much that All for One's been keeping his mouth shut, trying to. But you can only take so much before you have to defend yourself. So it's kind of being stuck between a rock and a hard place to me.
Were you aware that he actually attacked my wife?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, hey, are you also aware that he attacked the link tree of resources? So here's one thing maybe I should do. Maybe I should take that link tree of resources down.
No.
And you know why? Then everybody can go over to Mike and ask him for help because he feels that nobody should turn around and be able to have access to that wonderful resource link tree.
Mm-hmm.
No. If this was under any other circumstance, Jeff, and you had not lost someone, I wouldn't say anything. I definitely think it's a distraction for you. Um, the not the what Mike's doing, I think it's a distraction, and it's keeping you from thinking or doing what
It
you do.
is.
So
It is.
I think knowing that Mike has mental issues, and if you know that, knowing he has mental issues that he's spoken on, I think you would listen to your father's words about walking away, because once you understand that, hey, he got stuff going on, is it actually really worth it when he has real life, you know, things that he deals with on a daily basis with his doctor, that you're more inclined to try to have a civil conversation with him to make it stop versus going back, and you both have lost someone dear to you, and I think it's not given the proper thing for your healing. I think he's doing whatever he's doing to for his own lashing out, for his own grieving that he's dealing with. And I think sometimes I just want to be the ear as brother that says, hey, it's not even worth it.
No, it's not. It's not. And to be quite honest with you, moving forward, he's a thing of the past. My thing is I'm going to continue to keep researching and finding better things to help people out. And if that's what I got to do, then that's what I got to do. And I don't care if he talks on me. But when it comes to my wife, you got a problem there then. That's something that needs to stop, because that just shows the immaturity in some individuals. And I'll be honest with you, it showed it that I had immaturity in me last night because of the way I acted, and reacted to his comments. But same time, we're talking about somebody that's willing to pay money to dox people
Yeah.
and get information. And how far are you going to let that go? I mean, enough's enough. I try my damnedest never to dox anybody unless I actually have proper receipts, proper authority to do it.
Yep. But hey, can I say this real quick, Betty, to the women in the live? And I'm seeing a lot of different comments, and I've seen a few people trying to take up for Mike. I just want to say this, and everybody is their opinion is their own. But I'm sorry, if any of y'all women want to follow him after him last night several times calling a woman the see you next Tuesday, if a man is gonna or call a woman that and you're still gonna follow that guy and think he has any kind of decency or respect, you need to look within yourself. I'm serious. I'm not being ugly, but that just shows his true colors and who he is as a person. And I'm sorry it goes outside the grieving and, losing family. I'm just saying, if you can call a woman that several times and tell them that they came in and deserved it, some of you women in here in the chat, y'all need to stop and think about who you're following. That's not a good person, in or outside of TikTok. Not a good person.
As
Okay.
far as I'm concerned, my platform and the direction I'm going to head in, he's a thing of the past as far as I'm concerned, and I'm moving forward.
Yeah.
Onwards, upwards,
Oh,
better,
wifey.
better me.
Hey, dear.
The one thing and Jeff will tell you, we had a discussion ourselves, and what we discussed about some stuff we'll keep off the app. But the one thing that I will not accept or tolerate from anybody in a situation is I don't care if we're supposed to give somebody grace. And I understand that we are supposed to give people grace when they have issues. But I am never going to give a person grace who totally demoralizes people as a hobby. And instead of having, I recorded it. I corrected him. He said, my husband worked for Homeland Security. I recorded it. He said that. And I'm like, that is not what he said. So you can't, and I know you're holding your head down, Patty, and I know that you probably don't agree with me on this, but that's fine. I just cannot see if somebody does, and I even told him when he made me mad the other week is, I understand you're going through your own stuff, but shouldn't that give him some compassion to other people who are going through stuff? I rolled into a room by mistake, not even paying attention, and the names of and my past visits to all the other rooms and people I hang out with should have spoke highly for the one error I made. And he's calling me all these horrible words and names. when I have never down talked to that man in a bad word. So I cannot give a man a grace and understanding for somebody that's that emotionally unhinged on this app to attack people the way he attacks them. Now, doing certain things I do not agree with, and Jeff knows what I'm talking about. I do not agree with that stuff. I do not agree doxing people. I do not agree showing people's addresses. I do not agree with calling Social Security and getting somebody's income taken away from them. I do not agree with any of that actions. But I will not tolerate myself or any other person, friend or foe, being talked to and badgered the way that man does. And I'm sorry. That's my point. That's how I feel. But there is a line that should never be crossed. And I feel he crossed it.
I agree. I really, I
So
think
he's not in my eyes a man that deserves to be defended. He's a man that if he needs more time with his people off the app, then he needs to spend that time instead of being on the app and working at getting himself better before he puts himself in front of people who may roll upon him and not understand the type of person he is. And I know he does have a good heart. I saw it that day he was in your live. I saw the man that was in your box was a good man. And I saw he was a man that was struggling. And I saw that he was a man that was truly, truly trying to be better. In your box, I've seen that. But you would never know that in his lives. And that's what people are seeing. That's what people are hearing. And that's what I will never accept. That type of behavior about myself, friend, or foe. So unless anybody's a question for me, I am done. I did my rant. But
Hey, I got a question, hon.
Would you like to be in more trouble or less trouble? Just kidding.
Less trouble. What's for dinner?
Pizza. Bitch ain't
I'm
cooking.
sorry. I had to crack a joke. I'm sorry.
Hey, wifey, I'll come over there and whip him for you anytime. I'm telling you, I'm ready. I've got cubes up. Just get down there.
And like
Look,
someone just said, he's way worse on YouTube. He's way worse on IG. I think the only reason why he's so polite on here, in retrospect to those other apps, is because
He has to be.
this app does not allow you to get rid of,
Uh-huh.
handle yourself that way.
Uh-huh.
and look, anybody in the chat, I'm not defending
Patty
anybody.
LaBelle says, abort all for one abort mission.
Yeah. I'm not going to defend anybody, but I am going to stand up for what is morally and ethically correct in life.
And you know, the pictures showing I did not agree with.
No. Yeah, he showed my house.
Yes, but you showed your rooms. Don't get me
No,
started on
yeah.
public app with you, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
I really like both of y'all, and I think I want to make sure that you're doing the necessary grieving that you
Thank
need
you
to
for
do.
that, Petty. Thank you for that.
Not focusing on Mike. Mike can be blocked. Mike can be blocked for anybody
Oh,
that.
and trust me, Petty, he has been blocked. Henceforth, the reason why I'm moving forward.
And I really, hearing about you losing your dad, I really don't want your attention over here on this app when there's a lot that needs to be done.
That's true.
Yeah, I agree. I agree completely.
Sunshine, I do agree. What is the definition of morally and ethically correct anymore? I guess the answer to that question would be what is in your heart that you are willing to accept or not accept.
Correct.
And my morally correct is the things that I personally hold myself to a higher standard. So I put that same standard, I think, on people, and maybe I give them false jackets because I expect people to act better than they do. So I get let down a lot. But I think that is something that you have to put your own moral compass out there and follow that.
And you know what, Petty? You said it yourself a while ago. As a content creator, you have to hold yourself to a higher standard.
Yes.
I remember you saying that. Damn. And that's something that I lost sight in last night. I'm going to be honest with everybody in the chat and all. But that being said, that just makes me more laser focused on what I should do and what I need to do. And I know, and the grieving is going to be there long term. It's going to take a while, but that's why I come back to the friends that are on TikTok that do ask me, how are you holding up? How are you doing? So if I pop into a box and I say hi, and I have multiple people that are in this live that ask me how I'm doing, those are the ones that I want to remember. Those are the ones that matter the most.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And to me, that's all that matters, because if they can help me with my grief and make me laugh, I mean, one content creator on here last night really nailed it home for me last night. She goes by the name of The End. We all know who she is.
Yep.
She
Love
did a
her.
video that meant so much to me, that made me laugh. I couldn't appreciate her
I
doing
gotta
that.
take a work call. All right, guys, I love you. I
Love
Bye,
you,
just
hon.
dear.
wanted to give my piece.
But
Bye, dear.
that's what made it, to me, understand what needs to be focused on, because she made me laugh, which right now is the best thing for me, because I'll be honest with you, laughter makes me change everything. So, but yeah, moving forward, I'm willing to move forward. The real question is he petty? Is he gonna? Is he gonna? Those are the questions that should be asked, not on my part.
Okay. I just didn't want both of y'all in the box.
No, no, no. You're good. You're good. And as long as I bring awareness the proper way, to me, the proper way would be to put up a simple picture of somebody that's asking for something and begging. I don't see any harm in that. I mean, can we agree to disagree or
No,
agree?
I agree. I don't take time out of my day
I
to
know you don't, because you're
to
such a
even
busy
do
person.
grief. So that means I have, and I hate to say this, it means I have some level of care.
You have another life off of this app.
It's very rare for me to even care about your mental like this. This is rare. I'm showing my feelings right now. So I am trying not to give myself away that I have a heart,
Right.
Jeff, at all. And I just want to make sure that you, because grieving has no time limit, I
No,
want to make sure you're not using the app to avoid
the
what we,
grieving part.
Oh,
yeah.
look, let me tell
Right.
you, Paige, just so you know, I was on him since the moment this happened, and he'll agree with me. I'm just so y'all know, I encourage him not to worry about this app while that stuff's going on, and I try to take care of him, make sure, just like for wifey, she does more, but I'm just saying we try to. But I think last night, Jeff, it just got to a point. I mean, and it doesn't mean it's right, but we all have moments. But you know what, Petty, what I was going to tell you, and I know we've been through these situations, all of us, so many times with people to try to get them to talk to each other and to pacify a situation. I think too, what came to a head for all for one, Jeff, is that we wanted Mike to come into a box, not to harass him, not to make it worse. Jeff is very respectable about talking to somebody one on one, but he wouldn't do it. And it's like, why can't you just honestly adult up in life, come in, squish your differences and be done with it and agree to disagree or agree and move on? But see, Mikey won't do that because he likes the attention, whether it's negative or positive, that he gets in return. And that's really sad that he can't be man enough. And Jeff's asked him of that several times. Come up here and we'll talk about whatever problem you have. But when you have people like that won't do that, it's really sad. And I hate it. And I hope that guy gets the help he needs, you know, but we can't make any, you can lead what is it? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink,
Unless you're in Petty LaBelle's live and she sits there and says you can shove her head in the water. But
My
no,
goal.
Petty, I'm gonna
I'll drop.
refocus. I'm gonna refocus and
Yeah,
move
I'm dropping
forward.
y'all.
Okay.
Thank you,
Hey,
All
Petty.
right. See ya.
All right.
Jeff, I
Let me
just
get
want to,
out.
a lot of times,
I'm going to drop.
and I got you,
Thank
because
you.
I've been there where, it was like one or two people while everybody else is stirring the pot. one or two people saying, nah, don't do that, stop it. One or two people, while everybody else is stirring the pot. And I just want to, a lot of times people stir the pot around us and not even realize what the negative impact of it is. Because I know you don't operate like that at all. You've taken the high road so many times and kept doing your thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people will sometimes stir that pot and bring their friendships into play about what somebody's doing to them. But
Agreed.
I just want to make sure that you know you don't have to get involved in that stuff. You don't. Mike's not your problem. I mean, if
No, the problem is to where I gotta fix me is to be the better person, and stand on my grounds. Look, I started this link tree with the thoughts of helping people out, and I've helped so many people out. So, I mean, I can't even count how many people I've helped, and there are ones that I still need to help. That is without a doubt. But
do you
you
mind?
get
Do you mind,
sidetracked and distracted.
Jeff? Let me ask you this: do you mind
Yeah,
having a conversation with Mike? Can we have this conversation? Me, you, and Mike.
yeah, I don't have a problem as long as he's respectful.
Okay, let's. Because Mike,
What I heard people talking about me.
yeah, Mike. I'm coming so level-headed. You know me. You know I want the best. I want the best for you and Jeff. You and Jeff share something common. You both lost a father. I don't I, I don't think
Except I didn't dox his.
I understand. I understand, Mike. Mike, level headed as possible. Deep breaths. I don't think it's, and you don't have to provide Jeff with any backup, but I think it's best if y'all didn't go after each other when you're doing work in a community. No matter if you don't like how his style is and he doesn't like how your style is, you're both providing people with with honesty about what other people are doing. And this isn't for me knowing that you both have lost somebody. I don't think it's good when you do good without attacking each other or going after his followers or screaming him.
I didn't start with them. They started with me.
Okay,
I'm always, you come after me. I told you that's my life. I'm coming at you.
I understand.
I didn't do nothing. They came at me. But
I
they doing the same thing. They calling people Social Security. They calling HUD. Like,
but
what?
but let me just put it in there. That his wife did step in and she does they do not that is not happening. That is a no go. She already done said it here. That is a no no, and anybody that mentioned that Jeff lives with his wife and she does not. And what wife says goes. What wifey says goes. And his wife does not go for any of that. So anybody was saying that, that's not Jeff. And that's
Oh,
not.
Jeff said it. I've got lies of him saying they're doing it.
I understand, but his wife already checked him on that. And that's a no go. That's not happening. That's a no.
And it's not even him. It's all these awareness people. All of them. They be saying I can't go RL, but they collecting. They calling HUD on people. They calling their jobs. They choose what they's doing is wrong, and they're gonna call their jobs. But I can't protect a child and call on a nurse that's doing weird shit on the internet.
But yet you could sit there and turn around and offer somebody $25 for information or $1,000 for information, right?
For an interview, yes, that's
No,
like
not an interview, for information.
no for an interview.
Now, I have the recordings. Don't worry.
For an
For
interview.
information.
No, for an interview.
Now,
No.
I have the recordings. Don't worry.
For an interview. No, for an interview. I'll do it again. I'll offer it right now. $100.
Hey, Mike. Mike,
Like,
can I just mediate a second? Because I think, or I hope that I've got a middle ground here, okay? And you know I come in and I usually sit quietly, and other times I come in and I give you kudos for what I see you growing your platform and trying to be straight and narrow. But there are some times that I think what Petty's trying to say, and please correct me if I'm wrong, there are times that we should maybe take grace or have grace, because the way that Jeff is reacting at some point when you went through the same thing, you reacted out of emotion, because we all do when we lose that person that means that much to us. And I've been there, so I do understand. So we have to be selective on who deserves it and who doesn't. Now, what fired you up, I feel like, quite a bit last night was the pack of hyenas and wolves that were coming at you, and that intensified the emotion that you were feeling. But I think that maybe some of it was misdistributed when it went towards Jeff. When now, and while I don't agree with some of the words you use, I understand, and that's due to my own personal beliefs. So that doesn't mean that you're wrong. But I do feel
I'm
that
not saying
you
I'm right.
react
I said the words. I'm not
right.
right. I said the
But
thing.
I
They
understand
called
why
me a
you
jerk.
reacted towards them, because you had 6, 7, 8, 9 of them coming at you like vultures. So you reacting to them to defend yourself as one person.
And
There's
doxing
a
me.
point where all's fair
They
in love
literally
and
said I
war.
should have been aborted.
I know they did. I was there.
You think I
And
care
they
I call them
said,
the C word? No,
well,
because
that's because just because I don't like the word, that doesn't mean that you're wrong by
I
any
don't like
means.
saying I should be aborted.
I agree. That was cruel and inhumane, but to some degree, they're doing things like that to not only you, but multiple other people to bait you. They're doing that to get you to react, to make it look bad on you, to try to hurt your platform. It doesn't even necessarily.
I don't do this for a platform, and unfortunately, I got a very big appetite.
Well, and you
I mean,
do it
I'm
in
me.
good
I don't
faith.
do this for a show. This is me. It's how I live in
Right,
real
and you
life.
do it in good faith to make people aware that they're being scammed. And I give kudos to that. Just like I give major kudos to Jeff for the research that he's done to provide these resources, because at the end of the day, you guys are both providing something very valuable to the community, that while you're putting their face out there and saying, look, you guys may not be aware of the significance to the problem of the scamming. He's providing the ammunition to everyone that is trying to stand up to stop this scamming by saying,
Yeah, but
you
you
can't
understand he
justify, but
rides
what,
with people that are all starting with me first.
the,
They're
well,
all a
no,
lot of
because
them.
those women last night, Jeff doesn't ride with those women last night.
No, no,
And
not
I
No,
them.
I
followed
don't.
I'm talking
you.
about
I don't.
Fern and
Let's get something
Television.
straight. I don't associate with anybody that has done wrong, shows wrong, or is wrong on this app. Let's make that straight and
Trollovision
clear.
doxed me
Huh?
on your platform.
What's that?
Trollovision and you doxed me on your platform.
Well, let's get something straight.
Like
That wasn't me
most of your
that first.
content is literally
Are you
just
gonna
me.
let me? Are you gonna let me talk? You're gonna
Yes,
overtalk me.
you can talk now.
It wasn't me that doxed you first. Let's get that clear. Okay. All right. So with me saying that, what's the difference between you doxing my house, putting pictures up all over the place,
I didn't.
and then offering money for information on me?
I specifically said DMs if you were
No.
messaging.
You didn't say DMs. You turn around
Yes.
and you wanted to make phone. Did you not want to make phone calls to the Department of Homeland Security?
No, I could do that on my own. I don't need that.
Okay, so you did say that you wanted to call DHS.
Yeah, but I didn't offer information, specifically information.
It doesn't matter. You're still willing to go dox somebody.
No. If I do
Yeah,
it on my own,
it is, Mike. There is a difference.
No, it's not doxing. If I don't release it to anybody, it's not doxing. Go read up the freaking definition.
Okay, I have read the definition
Yes,
over and over again, but yet you go real life on individuals on this
Hey,
app.
that's real life. That's different than doxing. I wouldn't release it to everybody else.
Okay, but still, real life. This is an app. It's a
here's the
social
thing,
media
guys.
app.
You go real
Mike,
life.
the
You call
real
HUD.
life.
You
Hang
literally
on,
got it
Mike.
on your thing of who to call.
Mike, will you please listen? It's the real life across the board has to stop, and that's something that we're all standing up for. So maybe that's a place where we can have grace. But I feel like everyone's reactions for you and Jeff were intensified, but because you're feeling the same pain, that you guys can relate a lot more than you can disagree based on this specific situation.
We apologize
What?
to each other. We can squash it.
Look, Mike.
Can I will
If we
apologize.
apologize, we can squash it.
Look,
Yeah,
Mike.
I will apologize. I
No, you didn't
really,
do nothing. You didn't do
I
anything.
understand, but I
Look,
really,
Mike. I'll straight out tell it on this live right here, right now. I apologize wholeheartedly how I treated you, how I spoke about you, how I talked about your family, and moving forward, you will be blocked from my accounts, my choice, nobody else's. And as long as we don't speak on each other, I'm amicably okay with everything.
And I apologize too. Same thing.
okay. Thank you.
Very well done, gentlemen.
Thank you.
And I hope that you both are able to grieve and process your loss. You're both in my thoughts and prayers.
Amen.
And I hope that time lessens that wound, because time does not help it. I firmly believe that over time you just build up scar tissue that lessens the intensity of that pain.
I agree.
But you're both fighting for the same thing, and you both are doing a good job on awareness, just on opposite ends of the line. But you're both going to serve and continue serving a phenomenal benefit to the community and making people aware. I hope I didn't overstep any boundaries.
No.
I'm going to drop down.
No, thank you, Petty's Parole.
You're very welcome. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
You too, stay safe.
Thank you. You too.
He leaving you alone. You leaving you alone. We good, guys.
All right.
I respect you both.
I'm good.
All right.
All right.
Take care.
Y'all have a good day. I respect y'all. Please. Later. God. Oh.
Thank you, Petty, by the way. You stay safe too. Everyone that's down in the chat and the chat's off, take care. Have a good night.
That's all I want. That's it. Okay. With my day, Lord Jesus, you don't leave each other. This is a final moment. Okay? This is the final. Last Ruha. This it. Get your last words in. I done did too much today. Hey. I ain't listen. I ain't got time for all that. Listen. This is it. We good. Both of them doing good work. Just God, Lee, for God's sake. Any last words? Any last words? This is your time right now. Got 1 minute. 1 minute. That's all you got. Come say your last words. Okay, it's a goodbye. Shit, let me say my last song. Lord, where my last song at? Let me get my last song ready. God, Lee, got me all flustered. Shit. Oh, I need something good. Oh, I need something good. I need something good. Oh, God. Seeing people. I wish somebody would, I wish it was more, man, I wish it was more level. Lord, Jesus, here you go. Yeah, this it. This the one. Lord. relatives are touching me right now for that peace offered to your family. You do not have to touch me. In my spirit, I want you to be at peace. I want you to guide your family and to be at peace. I want you to guide them spiritually and in their sleeping hours through their dreams. I know that's a thank you from you, but I don't need it at all. You had a good time. You had a good time. I'm not saying names today. It's a good day. It's a good Monday. You have a good day. You lost track of time. Did you? I'll check later. All right. I want y'all to have a blessed evening. I want you to be blessed. I want you to make sure that if you have friends and family, that you make sure that you know they are loved. You keep the people that are in your life, you hold them. You have a husband, a wife, a child. You lay a kiss on their forehead. You hold them tight. You take care of your animals. You hug them tight. You take care of your little ones. You hold them tight. And remember that you only have one of them. And you must treat them with care and love and respect. And make sure you let them know how much you care about them as they support you. And they're the most important thing in your life right now. Not this app or any other app. And you do yourself a due diligence to yourself and the people that follow you, and hold your head up high and walk with your chest out and respect yourself, because that's the most important thing. You have a wonderful evening. Much respect to all of you and to your families. Keep being you and keep being in love. Holla at you.